So I'm going to discuss another numerical on a simple impulse turbine. The numerical reads, in a simple impulse turbine stage, steam enters the nozzle at 15 bar, dry saturated with velocity of 150 meter per second. Nozzle angle is 20 degree and the steam leaves the nozzle at 8 bar and enters into smooth blades. Smooth blades means the friction is not there. Considering nozzle velocity coefficient as 0.9 and the blades to be equiangular, that means theta is equal to phi, determine the following for maximum diagram efficiency. The condition is of the maximum diagram efficiency. We have to determine the blade angles, blading efficiency and the stage efficiency. So this is a different type of question as discussed in the last video. So what is different from the rest of the question is the nozzle data is also given. Nozzle data means we have to calculate the speed of jet coming out from the nozzle by using this data, and then we have to move further into the velocity triangle. So we have to use the concept of nozzles that we have studied in the last chapter of the nozzles. So for that we have to get back and find the formula for C2, which is the velocity at exit of the nozzle, which is given by C2. And when we do not neglect the velocity at inlet of the nozzle C1, so it will be in the formula also. We in many of the questions we have neglected this as it was not given, but in this question it is given, so we will be considering this. Now this 2 H1 minus H2 is the enthalpy drop in the nozzle, which we will calculate by having H1 and H2 using the pressures and the condition of steam. So as it is given that steam enters the nozzle at 15 bar and dry saturated, so the H at the entry of nozzle, which is named as H1, is calculated or is read from the steam table as Hg from the steam table at 15 bar. This is read from the steam table only. Then S1 will be Sg at 15 bar, same is the condition. So this is S1. Now as we know that the process in the nozzle is considered isentropic, so isentropic process will be represented by S1 is equal to S2, and hence we can have S2 as SF plus X2 SFG, because we know that the condition of steam at inlet of the nozzle is dry saturated, so naturally it will be wet after the expansion process. So we have to calculate X2 now. For this we will need SF and SFG at the second pressure, that means the exit pressure of the nozzle, so that is given as 8 bar. So this SF and SFG at 8 bar will be taken from the steam table. This we have equated with S1 only, so the value is being put here, and by this we obtain X2. So putting this value of X2 into the formula for enthalpy of wet steam, we get H2 is equal to HF plus X2 into HFG, and this again are the values of HF and HFG from the steam table only at 8 bar, so we get the H2. Now we know the enthalpies at inlet and exit of the nozzle, and we can have the enthalpy drop, which was in the formula H1 minus H2. This is being multiplied by 1000 as this was in kilojoules, so we have to convert it into SI units, which is joules per kg, into 0.9. This is because it is giving considering nozzle velocity coefficient of 0.9. So nozzle velocity coefficient means that the whole of the enthalpy drop is not being utilized, so only 90% is utilized, and hence it will be multiplied. So we obtain C2 as 487.996. This is the initial velocity as it is given, so we have to consider. Now in the velocity diagram we have seen that the steam coming from the nozzle and entering the blade is taken as Ci. So now I have changed the name of C2 to Ci when we are talking about the velocity triangle. So Ci is equal to 487.996, and now we will move on to the calculations of the turbine part. So now another things which are mentioned in the question are the blades are equiangular, that means this theta is equal to phi, which are the inlet and exit angle of the blades. Then another thing which is being asked is we have to determine the things for maximum diagram efficiency. So maximum diagram efficiency conditions we have derived in the last videos. So that is rho is equal to, which is rho is basically CBL upon CI. It is also known as blade speed ratio, and it is cos alpha by 2 when the condition of maximum efficiency prevails. So as it is given, so we will use cos alpha by 2 is equal to CBL upon CI, where we know CI now, alpha is already given in the question, and hence we can have CBL from the formula. So CBL is obtained as 229.28 meter per second. Now this question becomes exactly as the earlier one, where we know Ci, we know alpha, we know CBL. So using the trigonometry, using the Ci and alpha, we can have Cwi and Cfi by using the sine and cos. So we have determined the same. Then when we know Cwi and CBL, these, then we can have BC. Fine. So BC is this. When we know BC and CFI, we can have theta and CRI. So we have theta and CRI by the Pythagoras theorem and tan inverse, as in the last question. So now in this question it is given as theta is equal to phi, so it is 36.05, both are equal to this only. Now it is also given that the blades are smooth, so CRI will be equal to CR naught, hence this is 283.6 meter per second. By these calculations, when we see this triangle, the next one will be this one. Phi is known now, CR naught is known now. So we have to calculate the CE and C naught and CF naught. So by the calculations, when we try to do this, we have to find CW naught using CE minus CBL. So CE minus CBL is giving CW naught is equal to 0. That means in this case, this CW naught is 0 and this line will be a straight line. So beta will be 90 degree and this diagram will be modified and will be drawn like this. So this is a special case, but we can determine it. Either it is given in the question sometimes that beta is already 90%, but in this question it is not given. We have identified it by the use of the analytical method. If we use the construction method, then also we can determine the same. When we'll construct the triangle by all the by using the scale and by using the dimensions, so we will obtain this beta as 90 only. So this is about the triangle. So for calculations we can have the formulas of blade efficiency, stage efficiency with us, as we have derived the same in the derivations. So it is 2 CBL upon CI square is the blade efficiency. CBL is known, CW is CWI plus CW naught, but CW naught is 0, so CWI will be put here, and CI is already known, calculated initially. So the blade efficiency is calculated by calculating these. And for the stage efficiency, we have the formula as CBL CW upon H1 minus H2. So we have CBL CW H1 H2, but with the H1 and H2 we will also take 150 square by 2, because this is also the input to the stage, because the steam is having this velocity 150 meter per second at inlet. So this is also an input to the whole stage of the turbine, and hence this will be included. So the division will give the efficiency of stage at as 80.22%. So this was another type of numerical of an impulse turbine. Thank you so much. We'll discuss another type of numerical in the next video. Thank you so much.